I was contacted by Edie Pistolesi just out of the blue. She complimented my work. She said that I was an inspiration for this class project that she'd been working on with her students for over a year of building all the buildings of Wall Street out of matches. She was inspired by my burning bank paintings. It was probably about 2 months before Occupy that I started doing these burning bank paintings. It's been an amazing year, tapping into and expressing this global feeling that people are experiencing now, realizing there is a complete lack of justice for the criminal activity by the financial sector here and around the world that's behind this financial crisis. I had 2 police investigators come to my house, continuing to ask me questions to figure out if I'm a terrorist. Do you intend to destroy these banks? Do you hate these banks? I don't hate banks. They just shouldn't be allowed to break the law.
The biggest problem this country is facing is a lack of justice. Crime goes unpunished. Regulators, they don't regulate. The SEC is a toothless organization that is doing nothing to stop crime. These people are engaging in fraud. It's provable, it's obvious, and yet, nothing comes of it. There is no prosecution.
Well, the chalk was just another form of protest that was obviously more direct and less symbolic than the plein air burning banks. The desire to try to bring the protest and bring the sentiment and the feeling of upset and anger closer to the institutions that are causing the problem. You know, take it to the bank, right on the pavement in front of them, your grievances. You know, I got thrown in jail for that for 12 hours for vandalism, but the city never filed a charge against me. Second time that I went out and did chalk protest, the cops never came, and we were just free to go up and down the corner. The entire block in front of Wells Fargo was covered in chalk. And I just thought it was a beautiful thing. The Matchstick Wall Street installation had the buildings themselves that were all built out of matches. And then there was hundreds of little tiny protesters that were holding signs saying, you know, teachers are more important than bankers and we are the 99%.
Take away AK-47s from the working man. Don't take away AK-47s from the working man. Get you some money and buy you a half-assed piece of shit. But don't take away the AK-47s from the working man. No, no, from the working man. Then you sit way up.
We're gathered here today to burn Wall Street in effigy. It's, you know, there's been a nice long history of political effigy. And, you know, there's some sort of catharsis that comes from this. It feels good to watch, you know, an enemy of the people go down in flames.
We're waking up slowly, but there needs to be action. The era of arbitration and fines needs to end. Any real economic recovery must begin with criminal prosecutions. I had a big bag of shredded money Wall Street journals, shredded bank statements, and credit card, junk mail. And that was sprinkled on top of the buildings to provide kindling, I guess, for the fire.
I took a tour of the Federal Reserve branch in downtown LA, where they have at any given moment about $2 billion. And look, they gave me a complimentary bag of shredded money. Wow, guys, thanks for that. But the truth is, $16 trillion, that's welfare. Who the hell are they bailing out? Are these people supposed to be working for the American people? Good God! If you ever hear anyone say entitlement programs are ruining the country, you just tell them banks are the biggest welfare queens on earth. Yeah. Woo! They're sucking up all of the productive capacity of this country and the world.
About 5 of us lit it on fire in different spots and it was on. It started slowly, but that changed in a hurry. The financial criminals operating on Wall Street are destroying the world, so we burn you in effigy. All the hard work and effort of all the people, dedicated teachers and students involved in the creation of this potent symbol just magnifies the impact of its destruction. It was intense. The fire was hot and it spread fast. This is the destruction being wrought upon the people, the result of criminal business practices, essentially economic terrorism in the financial sector, regulators who don't regulate, and a justice system that doesn't seek justice. It's a racket. We must soon see a raging inferno of lawyers, criminal charges, perp walks, and jail time break out on the boardrooms of Wall Street and spread around the world, because until then, there'll be no recovery.
Oh, geez, this bag actually got sort of melted.